YouTuber MrBeast has come under fire this week for a video in which he paid for cataract surgery to help cure treatable blindness in 1,000 people. On first glance, it seems like a typical case of rich YouTuber philanthropy, if only on a much bigger scale than we're used to. So why has this rubbed people up the wrong way? Alright, I feel like we might catch up to MrBeast this year in terms of YouTube subscribers. It could happen. It could easily happen. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so now, and also give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Thank you. All right, so for the 6 people watching this who don't know who MrBeast is, he is the biggest YouTuber on the planet. The only channels with more subs than him are collective brands or projects such as Indian music channel T-Series or Coco Melon nursery rhymes. Although MrBeast obviously employs a team of people around him, he fits anyone's definition of a singular YouTuber, and in that category, there's simply no one bigger than him. He boasts over 129 million subscribers on his main channel alone, and he once tweeted out that 1% of all humans on Earth watch his content across all of his channels. He's known for his extravagant stunts, games, and challenges, such as his November 2021 Squid Game video, which is currently sitting at an astounding 355 million views. He's also known for his more altruistic videos. In these videos, he'll use his wealth and fame for more positive purposes. In 2021, he helped raise over $30 million for Team Seas to help remove trash from the ocean. And the year before that, he gave out $200,000 to people who had lost their jobs during the start of the pandemic. And last weekend, MrBeast posted a similar kind of video. It was titled 1,000 Blind People See for the First Time and features MrBeast working with a surgeon to provide 1,000 blind people with manual small incision cataract surgery.
In this video, we're curing 1,000 people's blindness. It's gonna be crazy.
Most of us see the world like this. But here's the thing, 200 million people see the world like this. But I just made it one less.
Oh. Wow.
All right, let's get some of the science out the way first. Cataracts is the buildup of proteins and sugars on the lens of an eye that can lead to blurry vision and eventually blindness. Manual small incision cataract surgery is a relatively simple operation that can reliably remove cataracts from people's eyes and restore their vision. This is something that MrBeast touched on in his video.
They can't see, but we have all the technology to fix it.
Yep, half of all the blindness in the world is people who need a 10-minute surgery.
Crazy.
Yeah.
We also heard the stories of a handful of patients in the video. Some of them had to give up their jobs because of cataracts, others hadn't seen family members properly in years, and one guy had never been able to drive a car despite being a huge fan of them. We saw the emotional before and afters from the patients, as well as MrBeast handing out large sums of cash to a few of them, or a brand new Tesla to that car guy.
Literally, I cannot put into words how I feel right now.
Have you ever driven a car before?
No.
Now, if you go to the comment section of his video or in his Twitter replies, you'll see plenty of appreciation for MrBeast, praising him for directly improving a lot of people's lives. But of course, I wouldn't be sat here talking to you now if that was the consensus across the board. Almost immediately, some people called out the video for having a sort of dystopian vibe to it, that something about it just felt disturbing, even demonic, as one person put it. Now, everyone who felt like this expressed it in different ways and for different reasons, but I'm going to try and wrap it up into a single cohesive point here. It's a feeling that it's weird to live in a society where something so simple and as life-changing as this surgery is locked behind a paywall. It's not that MrBeast tearing down this paywall for 1,000 people is a bad thing. Of course not. It's a good thing within the current system, but it highlights how absurd the existence of the paywall is to begin with. Some feel the video is teaching people, especially the young, that it takes a messiah-like figure such as MrBeast to overcome this problem, instead of a society that comes together to ensure that everyone has access to this kind of healthcare, so that people maybe don't have to require the generosity of a millionaire to be able to see a relative's face for the first time.
I watched the video and I'm filled with rage.
What's wrong with you?
That we shut off access to a 10-minute procedure because we paywalled it and decided that like some people just simply can't get it. It is so insanely frustrating that it's up to like one YouTube guy to like decide to make content out of it that like that people who are too poor can't just fucking see. That's insane.
Now, you may disagree with that, but MrBeast actually said as much himself, posing the question of why governments don't step in and help with this sort of thing. That even from a financial standpoint, there would be a return on investment in taxes on those able to work again. But for a lot of people, this was just a load of unnecessary complaining about MrBeast doing something good. That people shouldn't take their frustrations out on him personally, and that ultimately, who can be angry at someone curing blindness? And MrBeast was perfectly capable of defending himself on Twitter in this way, suggesting that you can't please people on Twitter even if you use your wealth for good. Obviously, we all know that if you do anything on the internet, there's always going to be a few people that criticize you. But this situation really just feels like a kind of massive misunderstanding. One group is using the situation to point out the shortcomings of healthcare systems, and the other is taking that as a sort of personal attack on a YouTuber. I totally get the sort of dystopian vibe that some people feel when they see this kind of thing. Procedures like this should be accessible to everyone. In an ideal world, these people wouldn't have to appear in a MrBeast video to get this surgery. But in this very unideal world that we live in right now, I think 1,000 people being cured of blindness is the second best option. It's a band-aid solution. If MrBeast needs to film these videos in order to be charitable and help these people, then for now, so be it. I think the issue here for some people is not MrBeast, it's not the video or what happens in it, it's what the video tells people about how the world should work. Some people are worried that it only reinforces the idea that charity from rich people is what can fix society's problems, not society itself. MrBeast will very likely be doing this kind of philanthropy once again, and when that happens, I'm sure this debate will flare up. Until then, let me know where you land on all of this, and I'll see you very soon.
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, hit the sub button and ring the notification bell. For unique bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit us up on our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.